Hi everyone on the internet, welcome to the Holmfirth Tavern Live. As you can tell, we've got a few tables down here. So looking forward to another good quiz down at the Holmfirth Tavern. So welcome to Gary and Helen, Jerry and Mike, the Cartwrights, David, Joanne and Rebecca. Just Andrew tonight. He might have a chance of winning. Also, we've got a small but lovely selection. If you are taking part on the other Tavern quiz, make sure you do drop us a message in the bottom right-hand corner so we can give you a shout out. We will be going live from the Holmfirth Tavern in a few seconds time with Mickey Ford, so it gives me the opportunity to speak to these beautiful people in the tavern as well as you guys at home as well. If you want to share anything, if you think I'm saying something wrong, you can drop me a voice note like the old booker Gary, or you can put a comment in the right-hand corner and correct me, which I'm sure everyone will be eager to do so, as they do on queue every single week. So don't forget, as we go along, feel free to drop us a comment. I'll read them out as and where we go. If you can, or if you want to, I have got my old telephone there, so if you're a friend of AB, that's me, you can drop me a message on there as well, and I'll try and read that out. Welcome to the Spaniards. We've got Paw, Gammy and Granville as well. I wonder where the bars are this week. I wonder if they'll be showing their pretty faces down here at the Holmfirth Tavern. Don't forget, you can join us here at the Holmfirth Tavern whenever you want for the quiz, not just for the quiz, whenever we are free and open here. For the rest of the week, Tuesday to Sunday, I believe we're open. I do need to share that. I think we are shut Monday. So feel free to come down anytime, but more so, come down to the quiz, have a good time, have a laugh with us, because then you can be part of the Praise Bullseye Challenge at the end of the night. So we are going to get going in 2 minutes' time. So get your pen to paper out ready, as well as your alcoholic or non-alcoholic drink of choice. If it was me at home right now, I'd probably be grabbing Green Fiends beer, a little plug to the ball, or one of my Yorkshire tea selections. But unfortunately, I'm here. Well, I haven't got my beer yet. I need to go and get my beer, and then we can start. So, pens and paper are ready, drinks are ready. We're going to be getting going in 2 minutes' time. Right, good evening, everybody here in the Holmfirth Tavern. Welcome to. See, everyone at home now can just. I can more than justify the fact that there is people in the tavern and they don't think I'm just sat here in the corner on the Billy Bob. So, welcome everyone. It's a pleasure to see every single one of you down here at the Holmfirth Tavern. Each week, it's great to have more and more people join us for the quiz as we come out of these really wonderful times and hopefully set into a little bit more normal world. Pens and paper, hopefully you should all have your quiz answer sheets in front of you. Hopefully you've all got a full glass of beverage as well. Look at that. You've not even had a sip out of that one yet, have you? Double parts. Right, and you guys at home, make sure you've got your drinks at the ready as we kick off tonight's quiz down here at the Holmfirth Tavern. So, welcome. Hopefully, you're all ready to start tonight's quiz. Round 1 on the Super 7 quiz down here at the Holmfirth Tavern. So, round 1 is 10 questions based on current affairs. So, if you've been watching, listening, or reading the news, you'll be all over this round. God, I've got my so polished, it's like I say the same thing every single week. Right, so round 1, question 1. Which tennis superstar was ejected from the US Open last week for hitting a line judge with a straight ball? So round 1, question 1. Which tennis superstar was ejected from the US Open last week for hitting a line judge with a stray ball? Cheers. Question 2. Which TV chef said the F word over 200 times in his new show, for National Geographic? So question 2, which TV chef said the F word over 200 times in his new show for National Geographic? Question 3. Which high street baker is offering a free sweet treat to anyone who spent their birthday in lockdown? So question 3. Which high street baker is offering a free sweet treat to anyone who spent their birthday in lockdown? Radical 1-4. This is definitely one for if you're watching the TV at the weekend. Which team won last week's Soccer Aid for UNICEF? Was it England or the World 11? So question 4, which team won last week's Soccer Aid for UNICEF? Was it England or the World 11? Always a great occasion, raising millions of pounds for UNICEF. Cool. Question 5. The new Netflix show Cobra Kai is a spin-off from which martial arts film series? Question 5. The new Netflix show Cobra Kai is a spin-off from which martial arts film series? Question 6. Which discount clothing chain recently reported that they have taken over £2 billion since the end of lockdown? So question 6. Which discount clothing chain recently reported that they have taken over £2 billion since the end of lockdown? Question 7. Which French F1 driver won his first Grand Prix last week with victory in the Italian Grand Prix? Question 7. Which French Formula 1 driver won his first Grand Prix last week with victory in the Italian Grand Prix? Question 8. Pope Francis claimed last week that what was a worse plague than coronavirus? Gossip or alcohol? Question 8. Pope Francis claimed last week that what was a worse plague than coronavirus? Gossip or alcohol? There was me thinking that Donald Trump might be an option. Question 9. Emma Barnett will succeed Jane Garvey as a host of which Radio 4 flagship show for females? So question 9. Emma Barnett will succeed Jane Garvey as the host of which Radio 4 flagship show for females? Too much filling. So it is and question 10, the final question in this round. Austrian Joseph Kobel broke a world record last week, spending over 2.5 hours in what? A bath of ice or a bath of beans? Question 10, Austrian Joseph Kobel broke a world record last week, spending over 2.5 hours in what? A bath of ice or a bath of beans? Right, that's the end of round 1. Would anybody like any of the questions repeated? It's back, boss. Brilliant. Right, well, we're going to move on. We're going to move on to round 2. Round 2 is 10 more questions, but this time they are based on general knowledge. So 10 more questions based on general knowledge. Round 2, question 1. What is the name of Hugh Fearnley Whittingstall's country home used in his TV series? Question 1. What is the name of Hugh Fearnley Whittingstall's country home used in his TV series? Do you guys know that?
Yes.
Oh my word. Who watches that? Do you watch it? Oh. Never knew it existed. Do you watch it as well, Maria? Yeah, I can tell. Proper country donkey, aren't you? Right, question 2. Espoo, population 270,000, is the second largest city in which European country? So Espoo, so that's E-S-P-O-O, apologies if I've said it wrong in the native, and population of 270,000 is the second largest city in which European country? Espoo. Very, very challenging. Right, question 3. In what game are unplayed pieces gathered in a boneyard? Question 3. In what game are unplayed pieces gathered in a boneyard? Question 4. In which novel does a Martian invasion begin in working? So question 4, in which novel does a Martian invasion begin in working? Or walking? Woking? Woking! Right, question 5. The title of which 1972 number 4 hit by Roxy Music does not appear in the lyrics until the final 2 words of the song. So question 5, the title of which 1972 number 4 hit by Roxy Music does not appear in the lyrics until the final 2 words of the song. Sure, that's the point of the song, though. The title's in like the chorus or something.
Well, you don't know.
1970, you know, it's your ballpark, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, all over it. 1970s legends, these kids.
We'll find out.
Right, question 6. In Hardy's novel, Tess of the D'Urbervilles, who does Tess marry only for them to separate on their wedding night? So, question 6. In Hardy's novel, Tess and the D'Urbervilles, who does Tess marry only for them to separate on their wedding night? I don't think that's Tom Hardy.
He thought he's Oliver Hardy.
Eh?
He thought he's Oliver Hardy.
Right, question 7. Which brand of tea was advertised using chimpanzees in a number of situations? So question 7. Which brand of tea was advertised using chimpanzees in a number of situations? Question 8. Pesto sauce traditionally consists of crushed garlic, basil, and which nuts blended with olive oil? Question 8. Pesto sauce traditionally consists of crushed garlic, basil, and which nuts blended with olive oil? Question 9. What was the name of the cook of the Wombles? Question 9. What was the name of the cook of the Wombles? So you've asked for number 5 again online. So number 5 again, the title, which 1972 number 4 hit by Roxy Music does not appear in the lyrics until the final 2 words of the song? I've done 10 yet. I just did a quick repeat for those online.
I think she's missed one out.
Oh yeah, don't get your questions all mixed up again. In fact, you trusted her with a pen.
Yeah,
You're going to tell me she's the only one who can write?
something like that.
Right, question 10, the final question in this round. What, in terms of human medicine, is a renal calculus? So question 10, what, in terms of human medicine, is a renal calculus?
Well, we'll see if we're right.
So question 10 again, what in terms of human medicine is a renal calculus? Right, that is the end of round 2. Right, we're going to move on to round 3. If you've not done the quizzes before, it's well worth listening out as to how this round works, because it is slightly different to your normal quizzical rounds. So round 3 is called the double trouble round. So you've got 10 questions. In each question, there are 2 clues. You'll need to get the answer to both of them clues and combine the answers together to make a bigger answer. So in each question, 2 clues, you get an answer for each clue, and you'll be able to connect the 2 answers to make a bigger answer. It's a minimum of 3 words, and there'll always be a connecting word between the 2 answers. So I can hear from the back there the words, can you give us an example? Hang on a sec. Let me just see if I can hear that.
Can you give us an example?
Oh yes, of course I can give you an example. I knew there was an example. Now this is the hardest part of the week, so I have to think of a new one every week. So if I was to say, and I'm going to make this up on the cuff. Right, if I was to say to you guys, and this is purely an example for you guys at home, right, so if I was to say, legendary Northern Ireland and Manchester United footballer assist the groom at a wedding, so the answer would be George Best Man. So it'd be George Best Man, but you don't have to put the repeating word twice. You push it together, and the answer would be George Best Man. Yeah? So you'll need to put a minimum of 3 words. We need the full answer for the point. Minimum of 3 words. No half points in this quiz. So you need the full answer for the point. And it's 99% of the time. I've said 99% because legally I could get done for the 1%. The answer will follow in the same pattern as the question. 99% of the time. Once every 12 months, it doesn't happen. And I get shouted at. So remember, minimum of 3 words, you have to get the full answer for the point. And your repeating words, you only have to put it once. So, comprende? All good?
Tribune.
Yeah, tribune. Right, round 3, question 1. Knighted singer doubles up as a famous punk poet and performance artist. Jesus Christ. So round 3, question 1. Knighted singer doubles up as a famous punk poet and performance artist. Yes, Gary, you got that. You got my example before I even said it. It's like you knew what I was going to say ahead of time. That's the look of determination. You like this round, don't you? Right, question 2. Perfect Peter's brother starred in On Golden Pond. So question 2. Perfect Peter's brother stars in On Golden Pond. You know, after that, get in there.
Read that one again.
Yeah, so number 2 again. Perfect Peter's brother starred in On Golden Pond. Right, number 3. British comedian born in 1915 and found in the rear of your mouth. So question 3. British comedian born in 1915 and found in the rear of your mouth. You got that? Jeez. Stiff competition, these guys.
Yeah, we'll see.
We either know it or it's completely blank. We can't even guess it.
And you won man or lady short this week as well. Oh.
No, she's knowing the answers anyway.
Wow. Talk about selling a teammate under down the river.
Well, actually, she knows more answers than you, so.
Right, question 4. Workhouse character from Oliver who might sting. So question 4, workhouse character from Oliver who might sting. Oh, that's a nice easy one. That's a nice easy one. You'll get that. Got confidence in you. Work backwards. Honestly, think about it. You'll get it. You'll get it. I'm trying to be encouraging here. Apparently, sometimes I sound a bit too sarcastic. Right, question 5. David Walliams' book about apples. Question 5. David Walliams' book about apples. At least we've established his reading level. That's a start. Do you know every morning when he's pulling out the Financial Times, he's actually got another book slotted in the middle.
What was that first one?
Right, question 6. Willy Wonka's chocolate factory guest found in Utah. So question 6. Willy Wonka's chocolate factory guest found in Utah. How are we doing online? Hopefully you're still with us and still having a royal good time. Right, question 7. Children's TV show where you might hear "Have it" or "garlic bread." So question 7. Children's TV show where you might hear "Have it" or "garlic bread." Come on, this is one. This is one. I've never seen him grin so much. Shh. There's a lot of concentrating faces in the back corner there. Right, question 8. This Corrie brewery is liked by the director of Alien and Gladiator. Question 8. This Corrie brewery is liked by the director of Alien and Gladiator. What a film Gladiator is. Pointers downstairs. Right, question 9. Question 9. Australian soap actor and singer who broke the 100-meter world record in 1996. Question 9. Australian soap actor and singer who broke the 100-meter world record in 1996. The fire gets too warm for anybody, just let me know, I can turn it down.
Yes, too warm.
Where are you guys from? All over. Definitely not Yorkshire accent. London.
Where you come from?
Are you lost? Are you lost?
Let you know tomorrow.
Right, and question 10, the final question in this round. Bryan Cranston's TV show coupled with Billy Bob Thornton's festive film. Oh, yeah, I've got that. Shh, I can hear that. Shh.
Repeat that one.
Well, the answer or the question? Oh, the question. Right, so number 10 again. Bryan Cranston's TV show coupled with Billy Bob Thornton's festive film.
He just.
Yeah.
I just got that. Oh, you got playing, yeah.
You want to guess it?
You should know. My reputation should.
Right, so that's the end of round 3. I've got to say, the round 3s I've done, that's probably fair in average to middle. That's it's not a bad round.
Number 70.
Number 7. You might hear habit or garlic bread. Oh, come on, lads, you know that one. You know that one. Well, then the television studio's your next door neighbour.
Or is it? It's across the road.
Yo, you were throwing each other lifelines here, aren't you? Right, that's the end of round 3. What we're going to do is we're going to move on to round 4, the final round before we have a 5-minute interval. What I normally recommend at this point is you flip over your quiz answer sheets and use the rear because it's the anagram round. So round 4 is the anagram round. Each week, I will give you 5 anagrams that you'll need to solve. Last week, the theme was... Oh, Ken Dodd. Last week, it was Ken Dodd, of which I've never seen as many blank looks in my life. So this week, we've gone for something a little bit more interesting. So interesting that it's not real. Because this week, your theme is famous non-humans. So your theme this week is famous non-humans. So you've got 5 anagrams to go at. I recommend that you flip over your quiz answer sheets and write down the letters as I go through them. I will say each one twice. I'll spell it and say it. So remember, your theme this week is famous non-humans. So here we go. Let's go. Number 1, ply handmade tart. So that's PLYHANDMADETART. So number 1 is ply handmade tart. That's PLYHANDMADETART. Number 2 is mint or theatre. So that's MINTORTHEATRE. So number 2 is mint or theatre. That's MINTORTHEATRE. Number 3 is basic sweet. That's BASICSUITE. Number 3 is basic sweet. That's BASICSUITE. So basic sweet. sorry for the confusion online there. I did mean to type handmade and not homemade in the first one, so it's handmade. I've just corrected it in the chat there. Right, number 4 is Aspen Rum. That's ASPENRUM. So number 4 is Aspen Rum. So that's ASPENRUM.
M or N.
M on the end, rum. As in the drink. How are we finding these, all right? Come on, they're easy.
Got the answers.
Obviously. That's why I'm sat this side of the microphone. Right, number 5, the final one in the anagram round, Smoky Ice Emu. That's SMOKYICEEMU. So number 5 is Smoky Ice Emu. That's SMOKYICEEMU. So that is the end of round 4. What I'm going to do is I'm going to give you 5-minute intervals, so it gives you an opportunity to replenish your empty glasses or possibly take a convenience break. Don't forget to be solving your anagrams whilst we are having the break, and you've got the rest of the quiz to do so as well. And write your team names at the top. You guys online, I'm going to give you the same 5-minute break. So I'll see you in 5, but hopefully you'll have got 5 out of 5 in your anagrams. Right, welcome back, everybody. Hopefully, you've had plenty of chance to replenish your glasses and solve tonight. Very easy anagrams, of course. Remember, your theme for it was famous non-humans. Right, what we're going to do now is move on to the next round, round 5. So in round 5, I've got 5 questions for you. In each question, there is a series of letters. All you have to do is tell me what the letters stand for in each question. So 5 questions, and all you have to do is tell me what the letters stand for in each of them. So round 5, question 1. Which LP first showed the connections between germs and disease? And question 1, round 5, which LP first showed the connections between germs and disease? Question 2. What SD is the sport of free falling? Question 2. What SD is the sport of free falling?
Someone's going down.
Right, question 3. Quite a few letters on this one. So which G, P, P, A, P in the famous nursery rhyme kissed the girls and made them cry? So which G, P, P, A, P in the famous nursery rhyme kissed the girls and made them cry? Question 4. Which SRP was the politician chiefly responsible for the creation of the British Police Force? Question 4. Which SRP was the politician chiefly responsible for the creation of the British Police Force? Right, question 5, the final question in round 5. What WT is an Aladdin character often played by a man? Question 5. What WT is an Aladdin character often played by a man?
Still ain't done it. Here's your man.
Right, that's the end of round 5. Moving on to the penultimate round tonight, round 6. So round 6 is 10 more questions based on general knowledge, but this time I'm going to give you a helping hand. That's because it's a trivia trail round. So in this round, the last letter of answer 1 will be the first letter of answer 2. The last letter of answer 2 will be the first letter of answer 3. The last letter of answer 3 will be the first letter of answer 4, and so on and so on and so on. If you don't quite get answers 1 and 2, you might be able to get answers 3 and 4 and work your way backwards. Comprende in the corner?
Oui.
Yeah, see. What about you all? Oh, no, happy. Happy. Look at that. You've got a really smile on him, hasn't it? Reminds me of the cat out of Alice in Wonderland. Cheshire Cat. Right. So, round 6, question 1. What colour are diesel pumps at service stations in the UK? So, question 1, what colour are diesel pumps at service stations in the UK? Mr. Cartwright, behave. Behave, sunshine.
That's something you would do as well.
Question 2. Which game consists of a plastic tube, a number of plastic rods called straws, and a number of marbles? Question 2. Which game consists of a plastic tube, a number of plastic rods called straws, and a number of marbles?
Wait, can I ask a question? Is it the thing where it's the last first?
Yeah, so the last letter of that one is the first letter of the next question.
That's like maybe not fair.
Right, question 3. Which band had their first hit with Mr. Brightside? Question 3. Which band had their first top 10 hit single with Mr. Brightside? Now, everyone who knows Gary DJ Duncan will know how severely peed off he will get every time you go and ask for that song.
You wouldn't have got that.
Excuse me, Mr. Gary DJ Duncan, can I have that Mr. Brightside, please? I don't think anyone ever heard it ever before. Right, question 4. What are the fertilized eggs of amphibians called? So, question 4. What are the fertilized eggs of amphibians called? Interesting one for you, Gary DJ Duncan. What else are you severely peed off with people asking for? There you go. Write me a couple there and I'll shout it out. This is a potentially interest of mine as to what DJ's most hated song requests are. There's a question. Right, question 5. Question 5. The Boer population of South Africa are descendants of settlers from which country? So question 5, the Boer population of South Africa are descendants of settlers from which country? I can't even promote like the open mic night. We can't even do it at the moment. But it was on Sundays between 6:30 and 9 down here at the Holmfirth Tavern. For when we get it going again. Right, question 6. Question 6. In which English city is a swimming venue Pond's Forge? So question 6, in which English city is a swimming venue Pond's Forge? They got live from Gary DJ Duncan. If you ever ask for Dancing Queen, he'll shoot you. That's another unpopular DJ request. Question 7. Sherborne and Shaftesbury. Shaftesbury. I've got about 10 different pronunciations here. Right, and Shaftesbury are situated in which county? So, the question 7, Sherborne and Shaftesbury are situated in which county? So there you go, live from Gary DJ Duncan. If you ever go up to him and ask for something we can dance to, he will also give you the evil eyes. Right, question 8. Which 1990s film was the first ever to have a budget of over $200 million? So question 8, which 1990s film was the first ever to have a budget of over $200 million? 1990s. No. Would I ever give a clue to an answer? Ever?
We got the answer. We're more in the loss of
Still, after 9 months, you're still mourning. There's 5 stages of grievance. I can go through you afterwards. You're just missing a dulcet tone in a lullaby, aren't you? Yes. 100%. Right, question 9. Oh, is there a bit of weird reverb on this? Yeah, I thought so. I don't know how to solve it. It just says planned presence. I just forgive you I was here. And, oh, no, don't worry. Right, so question. The word vaccination is derived from the Latin for which animal? So question 9, the word vaccination is derived from the Latin for which animal? And question 10, the final question in this round. What is the name of the loop worn around a Boy Scout's neckerchief? So question 10, what is the name of the loop worn around a Boy Scout's neckerchief?
That's what you used to call those things in swimming.
This is big.
I thought you were all right.
The last one.
Right, that is the end of round 6. Right, we're going to move on to the final round this evening, round 7, the who, what, where, and when round. So, each week, I'll ask you guys to look for something or someone. I'll give you a series of 5 clues. What you're going to do is, I'll give you 5 clues, and each clue is worth a different amount of points. So, clue 1 is worth 10 points, clue 2 is worth 8 points, clue 3 is worth 6 points, clue 4 is worth 4 points, and clue 5 is worth 2 points. In the bottom right-hand corner of your lot's answer sheet, you'll see a space to write in your answer. What you'll need to do is write in your answer when you think you know what it is, what I'm looking for. But once you have submitted your answer, you are locked in for the round. So the earlier you go in, the less points available, more points available, but less clues. But the later you go into the round, the more clues, but the less points. So much so it trips me up. So, what I'll do is, after each clue, I'll come round and ask if you are declaring. If your team's declaring, make sure you write in your answer and tick the box which associates with the clue on the part of the round. If you guys are playing at home, make sure you write declared in the bottom right-hand corner so I know when you have declared. Right, so quickly, 5 and 6 again from the previous round. So number 5, the Boer population of South Africa are descendants of settlers from which country? And number 6, in which English city is a swimming venue for Pond's Forge? Right, so back to round 7, who, what, where, and when round. This week, this isn't a clue, this is what I'm looking for. So this week, I'm looking for an actor. So this week, I am looking for an actor.
Do you count women as actors?
You'll very quickly realise what I'm looking for. So, clue 1 for 10 points. He was born in Linwood, California in 1955. So, clue 1. He was born in Linwood, California in 1955. I mean, if you've got it after that, you deserve the points. I'm just going to do it as part of obviously the standard. Is anybody going to declare after that clue?
No.
Oh, okay. We've got 2 declared online. We'll see if we've got it right or wrong. Who knows? Yeah, but they don't win anything, do they? So I mean, you know,
That's all right.
they're only cheating themselves. I mean, if they sit there and get 60, I couldn't give a crap. I mean, it's just the way it goes, isn't it? Right. So there you go. Nobody's declaring in the house, and we've got 2 declared online. So I'm going to move on to the next clue. So remember, I'm looking for an actor who was born in Linwood, California in 1955. He has 7 children, and for a time he lived with supermodel Elle Macpherson. So clue 2, he has 7 children, so must be unhappy. And for a time he lived with supermodel Elle Macpherson. Oh, there's no clue. Okay, if you've ever heard me sing, there's definitely no clue. Right, anybody declaring in the house? No. And it doesn't look like anybody else is declaring online, so I'm going to move on to the next clue. So, we're looking for an actor who was born in Linwood, California in 1955. He has 7 children, and for a time he lived with supermodel Elle Macpherson. Clue 3 for 6 points. He is also a country singer with his band Modern West. So he is also a country singer with his band Modern West. Now, I'm just saying, Chris's favourite forte in music is country downstairs. So, I mean, if you all rush to the bar and buy a drink, I don't know if it might help you. There you go, we've got Jerry and Mike have declared at home. I know, does he? Have we got any declarations in the house? Going once? Going twice? No, still no declares in the house. Right, we're going to move on to the next clue. So, we're looking for an actor. He was born in Linwood, California in 1955. He has 7 children, and for a time he lived with supermodel Elle Macpherson. He's also a country singer with his band Modern West. Clue 4 for 4 points. Several of his films have had a baseball theme, and he is part owner of an independent team which plays in the North American League. So several of his films have had a baseball theme, and he is part of owner of an independent team which plays in the North American League. And go to DJ Duncan and Helen have declared. Yeah, we're going for it. Right, I'm going to come and check.
Quick, what's something?
You can't really read that.
No, you write it on the sheet.
Go for it.
Yeah.
So we've got 1 team in the house left playing, so for them, and then on it, I'm now going to be giving you the final clue. So, quick rundown. Given looking for an actor, he was born in Linwood, California in 1955. He has 7 children, and for a time he lived with supermodel Elle McPherson. He's also a country singer with his band Modern West. Several of his songs have had a baseball theme, and he's part owner of an independent team which plays in the North American League. Clue 5 for 2 points. I'm going to look whose face drops first. He is best known for his roles in The Untouchables, Dances with Wolves, JFK, and The Bodyguard. And the Spaniards have just come in and declared there at the last minute. Are you guys declaring?
Yeah, like in Los Angeles. Through it. He built the
So that is it. That's the end of tonight's quiz. If you, what you need to do is write in your final answers. Then and make sure you've got your team names at the top. You'll notice that your quiz answer sheet splits into 2. It's the top one is the one that I'm going to come and collect and swap with another team so we can mark tonight's answers. The bottom one is a plain yellow sheet which you can take home as a souvenir of our time together. Do you throw it? Right, you guys at home, make sure you write your final answers ready for the answers.
Considering your room, mate, you do that's all you have to tell us.
I think you got most of the
Harry, on your rugby side.
It's only good in the top.
You'll soon come to.
That's what this for you guys.
But that's what you meant to think about.
Thank you all. If you guys can cheers. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go through some answers. It's important to remember a few simple house rules. It's 1 point per answer. There's no half points in this quiz. If you've not got the answer written down in front of me, the chances are you are wrong. And third and final, as we go through the answers, feel free to shout out what you think it is as we go along, because it means you're not just going to listen to my dulcet tones for the next 5 minutes whilst I run through the answers. So, here we go. Let's find out what the answers are to tonight's quiz. Round 1, question 1. Which tennis superstar was ejected from the US Open last week for hitting a line judge with a stray ball? Novak Djokovic, correct. Number 2. Which TV chef said the F word over 200 times in his new show for National Geographic? Very close, but it's actually Gordon Ramsay. Chris, can you take the funny effect of this? It sounds like I'm constipated. There's definitely something wrong with it.
Sounds like
No, it's not.
Right. Number 3. Which high street baker is offering a free? Hello.
All the way from Vegas.
Right, let's try again. So, which high street baker is offering a free sweet treat to anyone who spent their birthday lockdown? Correct. Number 4. Which team won last week's soccer aid for UNICEF, England or the World 11? World 11, correct. Number 5. The new Netflix show Cobra Kai is a spin-off of which martial arts film series? Karate Kid. Number 6. Which discount clothing chain recently recalled? I want some space for these guys. Right, I'm going to talk to you for a minute. And be serious. Right, I think here we go. Right, what question was on? Number 6. Question 6. Which discount clothing chain recently reported that they have taken over £2 billion since the end of lockdown? Primark, correct. Number 7. Which F1 Formula 1 driver has won his first Grand Prix last week in the Italian GP? Pierre Gasly. Number 8. Pope Francis claimed last week that what was the worst plague than coronavirus, gossip or alcohol? Gossip. Number 9. Emma Barnett will succeed Jane Garvey as the host of which channel radio for flagship show for females? Women's Hour. And number 10. Austrian Joseph Koldel broke a world record last week, spending over 2.5 hours in water, bath of ice, or a bath of beans?
Ice.
Bath of ice, correct. Right, round 2, question 1. What is the name of Hugh Fernley Whittingstall's country home used in the TV series? River Cottage, correct. Espoo, population of 220,000, is the second largest city in which European country? Finland. Number 3, in what game are unplayed pieces gathered in a boneyard? Dominoes. Number 4, in which novel does a Martian invasion begin in working? War of the Worlds. Walking. Number 5, the title of which 1972 number 4 hit by Rock's Music does not appear in the lyrics until the final 2 words of the song?
Virginia Plain.
Virginia Plain, correct. Number 6, in Hardy's novel Tess of the Urdevilles, who does Tess marry only for them to separate on their wedding night? Angel Clare. Number 7, which brand of tea was advertised using chimpanzees in a number of situations? PG Tips. Number 8, pesto sauce traditionally consists of crushed garlic, basil, and which nuts blend with olive oil? Pine nuts, correct. Number 9, what was the name of the cook on the Wombles? Madame Cholet. And number 10, what in terms of human medicine is a renal calculus? Kidney stones, correct. Round 3, the double trouble round. Number 1, knighted singer, doubles up as a famous punk poet and performance artist. Elton John Cooper Clarke. Yep. Number 2, Perfect Peter's brother starred in On Golden Pond. Horrid Henry Fonda. Number 3, British comedian born in 1915, found in the rear of your mouth. Norman Wisdom Teeth. I think I need mine. Number 4, workout character from Oliver who might sting. Mr. Bumblebee. Number 5, David Williams' book about apples. Gangster Granny Smith. Number 6, Willy Wonka's chocolate factory guest found in Utah. Veruca, Salt Lake City. Number 7, children's TV show where you might hear Habit or Garlic Bread. Blue Peter Kay. Number 8, this Corey Brewery is liked by the director of Alien and Gladiator, Newton and Ridley Scott. Number 9, Australian soap actor and singer who broke the 100-meter world record in 1996. Joyson Donovan Bailey. And number 10, Bryan Cranston's TV show coupled with Billy Bob Thornton's festive film, Breaking Bad Santa. Right, round 4 was the anagram round. This week you're looking for famous non-humans. Number 1, Ply Handmade Tart. Lady and the Tramp. Number 2.
That's 2 persons. That's the lady and the tramp.
What did you say, Mike? You want a cab?
It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
You think it's a laugh?
Oh. I'll do right in mind.
Oh, Mike. What's about a London town? Right, number 2, Mintor Theatre. The Terminator. Correct. Number 3, Basic Sweet. Seabiscuit. Oh, my. Number 4, Aspen Rum. Superman. And number 5, Smoky Ice Emu. Everyone's favourite mouse, Mickey Mouse. Right, round 5, I'll have a P please board. Number 1, which LP first showed the connections between germs and disease? Louis Pasteur. Number 2, what SD is the sport of free falling? Very close.
Or skydiving.
Or skydiving, that's the one you wanted. Skydiving. Number 3, what GPPAP is a famous nursery rhyme? Kiss the girls and made them cry. Georgie Porgy, Pudding and Pie. Number 4, which SRP was a politician chiefly responsible for the creation of the British police force? So Robert Peel, correct. And number 5, what WT is an Aladdin character often played by a man? Widow Twanky. Round 6, question 1. What colour are diesel pumps at service stations in the UK? Black. Number 2, which game consists of a plastic tube, a number of plastic rods called straws, and a number of marbles? Kaplunk, correct. Number 3, which band had their first top 10 hit in this single with Mr. Brightside? Killers. Number 4, what are the fertilized eggs of amphibians called? Spawn, correct. Number 5, the Boer population of South Africa are descendants of settlers from which country? Netherlands, correct. Number 6, in which English city is the swimming venue Pond's Forge? Sheffield, correct. Number 7, Sherborne and Shaftesbury are situated in which county? Dorset. 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 Right, number 8, which 1990s film was the first ever to have a budget of over $200 million? The Titanic. Number 9, the word vaccination is derived from the Latin from which animal? Cow. And number 10, what is the name of the loop worn around a Boy Scout's neckerchief? A woggle. Right, round 5, the new what we're winning round. This week, ladies and gentlemen, I was looking for an actor. So he was born in Linwood, California in 1955. He was born to 7 children, and for a time, I think supermodel Elmer Person. He was also a country singer with his band Modern West. Several of his films and baseball theme, and he was part of an independent team which plays in the North American League. He's best known for his roles in The Untouchables, Dancing with the Wolves, JFK, and The Bodyguard. Ladies and gentlemen, this week I was looking for Kevin Costner. Give yourselves a round of applause if you got that. And well done to the team in the back who got it first in the house. Right, what I need you to do now, you lovely people, is add up the amount of correct answers that the teams in front of you got. Add that up, I'm going to come and them in, and then we're going to find out who tonight's winners are.
Second one, question 3.
Number 3, oh, that's the wrong thing. Number 3 is Domino's. That's right. It's all right.
He always brings it back.
Right, whilst I'm waiting, you guys at home, I need you to write down what your scores are in the comment section, and I'll read them out in a moment's time. You guys in the house, you're going to need your yellow sheet. We're going to do a fun tiebreaker, whether we need it or not. We're going to do it at the end of the night, just for shits and giggles. So make sure you've got your pens and paper ready still, ready for one of the most ridiculous tiebreakers you've ever done in your life. So here we go. And just to give you guys in the house some context, online, the scores on the doors. Gary and Helen have got 49. The Cartwrights have got 40. Jerry and Michael got 43. Andrew's got 36. And the Spaniards have come in with a very impressive 41. So it looks like tonight online, We've had a very, very impressive and a great score of 49. It's Gary, DJ, Duncan, and Helen. Give her a round of applause, guys. Of course, as winners online, you can come down and collect your prize on anytime you want on Sweet Bugger All. So hopefully you've enjoyed playing as well. Let's find out who has won in the house. So, in a closely contested quiz down here at the Holmfirth Tavern, in third place, with 24 points, it's Stefan Miles. Now, in one of the closest quizzes that we've had in a long time, between Naked Popcorn and Shall We Do the Quiz, with only 3 points in it. In second place tonight, with 41 points, it's Shall We Do the Quiz? Which means tonight's winners with 44 points, it's Naked Popcorn! Woo! Very, very well done, very well done. You can send the invisible trophy back down to landing tower here. Right, what we're going to do is to finish the night off for everybody. We're going to do the absolutely ridiculous tiebreaker question. It's for absolute cracks, so don't worry about it. It's going to be difficult, but it's all for good fun. What I need you to do is, on the back of your yellow sheets of paper, add together 3 numbers and give me the total. What we'll do is, if you guys are playing online, as soon as you've got your total for the tiebreaker, write it in the bottom right corner, and we'll shout them out once I've got the answers from these guys in the house. So, all you have to do is add together 3 numbers. It's that simple. No, you write the answer down. Write the answer down. So, I'll give you 3 numbers, and you have to add them together, and then the team closest wins, right? Super. So, the numbers you have to add together is the number of towers which make up the Tower of London. Oh, bloody hell, that's giving you a right helping hand there.
Oh, no.
With the number of pages in the paperback version of the 2 Towers by J.R.R. Tolkien, with the height in feet of the tallest of the former Twin Towers in New York City. Now, I know it's easy, so just have your best guess. So, you need to add together the number of towers which make up the Tower of London with the number of pages in the paperback version of the 2 Towers by J.R.R. Tolkien and the height in feet of the tallest of the former Twin Towers in New York City. You've got 2 minutes to do so. Eh? The height in feet. Right. Tick tock, tick tock. Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock.
4 times 10 is what?
Right, has everyone got an answer written down? Has everyone got an answer written down? You guys got an answer? Londoners? Yeah, we've got an answer. Right, what we're going to do is, I'm going to. So, what I'm going to do, pens down, everybody. I'm going to go around and ask you answers. So, Marie, your answer is? 38,676. Right. And your answer is?
3,380.
And your answer in the corner is?
You might be right, don't worry.
1,500. Okay. Now, I'm not sure how tall the Twin Towers were, but they might have been a lot taller than I must have imagined if it's 38, if the answer is 38,000. But let's see, you never know. You never know.
Well, you do know.
I do know, I've got it written down in front of me. So, let's have a look. So, before I read out what we've got in the house, online, the answers submitted are 1,517 from Helen, 1,394 from Gary. Jerry and Mike have submitted 1,354. Cartwright have submitted 1,850. And Spaniards have submitted 2,140. Joanna submitted 1,906. And Andrew has submitted 2,010. So, here we go. Here are the answers you were looking for. So, the number of towers which make up the Tower of London are 22. There you go. So, the number of pages in the paperback version of The Two Towers by J.R.R. Tolkien. How many? 322. And the height in feet of the tallest of the former Twin Towers in New York City. Yeah, it wasn't 35,000 feet.
All right.
And the book definitely wasn't 35,000 pages long. But the answer of the tallest Twin Tower was 1,368 feet, which means tonight's number was 1,712, which in the house means the winning team is this guy's in the corner with 1,500. And if my calculations are correct, online, the winner and the closest team with 1,850 is the Cartwrights. Give a round of applause, guys. So, you guys in the house, stay seated for 2 seconds because we are going to go and do the Wheel of Fun for your chance to win. Again, don't worry about it. You can go all right. I'm just going to close off online and then I'll come back to you. I'm not going anywhere. So, ladies and gentlemen online, thank you so much for joining us. Feel free, if you want to, at any point, come down and join us in the Holmfirth Tavern quiz because you are missing out on winning over £570 in Braised Bullseye Challenge, where you get sort of 3 dice and hit bullseye, you walk away with the cash. Now, I'm going to turn off here and say good night, God bless, and thank you very much for joining us as I finish off the evening here at Holmfirth Tavern. Ladies and gentlemen, one last time, give a round of applause to everyone online. Hi, everybody. Thank you.